Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tom's Tube Chan. This is my Yamaha MT-01 and I want to talk to you about lubing its chain and primarily what chain lube to use. Now in the past on my Suzuki GSX 1400 I've used dry chain lube and there is nothing wrong with that, but I wanted to try something different. So I'm going to be using the Tru-Tension chain lube and chain cleaner. This stuff is really good. I've been using it for a while now. I've done about 1,000 miles with it. It doesn't fling off as much as other chain lubes do. It gives a nice even coverage, and when it does fling off, it's really easy to wipe off. So let's get on with it. We're going to clean the chain, we're going to give it a good lube up and see how we go. Okay, so here we are down with the chain. This is pre-cleaning. Now the chain looks like it's held up pretty well. Now, this bike has not been cleaned, so we are basically going to be cleaning the chain and lubing it up. So here we are down with the bike. We've got our motorcycle chain cleaner from Tru-Tension. Now let's apply it to the chain and get it clean. I like to start along the middle of the chain here. Just literally spray it on. Turning the wheel as you go, like so. Try not to get too much on your wheels and tyres. Once you've applied a bit, get a dirty oily rag, not a dirty rag, an oily rag, and just run the chain through the rag. Giving it a good scrub as it goes through. If your chain is really dirty, then you need to give it a good clean all around here as well, but the chain's actually not too bad. Just keep applying as you go until you're happy that the chain looks nice and clean. Giving the can a good shake as you go. Apply it quite liberally. Do it along here as well. On the back of the chain, it goes round. You can see all the dirt. I don't know if you can see that very well. The dirt is dripping off there. Again, just get your rag. Give everything a good wipe to get rid of any excess. The chain will sound a bit graunchy as it goes through because you clean all the grit off. That's perfectly normal. But just get into all the sprocket, all the gaps. Just give it a really good wipe off. Now, cleaning chains you should do about once every 500 miles. If it's been raining, I would bring that in a bit earlier. So maybe 200 to 300 miles if you've been riding through rain, if you're riding through the winter. No reason why your chain shouldn't last a good 20,000 miles. Now, if your chain is really dirty, in the Tru-Tension pack you get this guy. So the idea is that you run it along the chain as well, just to get any real bits of dirt off. And it's so easy to use. What I like to do is just spray a little bit on to the bristles. Like so, and then just run the chain through. And that just gets all the really dirty bits out of the chain. like so. Then I like to give it another little final spray. With the chain cleaner, and then give it another good wipe off with a rag. Once you've done all that, get another rag, but make sure it's really clean so you can see the dirt coming off. Just run the chain through again on a nice clean rag. You see all the dirt coming off still. Just keep doing that until you're happy. In some cases you may have to go over the chain again. You're just trying to basically get the excess off so that the chain lube will stick to the chain. Okay, so a nice clean bit going onto the chain again. We're definitely getting that. I'm quite happy with that so far. So once you've cleaned the chain, it's then time to lubricate the chain. I like to let it stand for about 10 or so minutes to let any excess drip off or get away or evaporate as such. So if we have a look at that chain, it's nice and clean now. So we're ready for lube. So here we have our Chain Monkey chain lube. Apparently it smells like bananas. It does a little bit. So all we need to do is just apply it quite liberally to the chain and wipe off any excess. So let's get on with that. Next we give it a good shake before you put it on. Let's apply. Around the back. Now, when you apply chain lube, it does tend to go all over the bike. There's not a great deal you can do about that. So always, before it dries off, just wipe off any excess on the bike that you can. On the wheels. The bike is quite filthy at the moment. Get a nice clean part of your rag, and then just wipe off any excess from the chain lightly. Just let the chain run through it. Just wiping off any excess that's around the sprockets. It won't do the bike any harm, it just won't look very nice. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The bike is now lubed and ready for another run. After your first run, it's a good idea to just assess it and maybe reapply a small amount of lube afterwards, just to keep things nice and lubed up, especially if it's wet weather. And there we have a nice shiny clean chain. thanks for watching, everyone. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you found some chain lube that you might want to use in the future. The Tru-Tension stuff is really good. It holds the chain. Just make sure that you keep up with chain cleaning and the lubricant. Normally you would clean your bike and then you would sort your chain out. But in this case, the bike's not been cleaned. It's just been ridden in the rain and stuff like that, which shows you how good the chain lube is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and check out my website.